Can I ask a question to Pearl?
Sure.
So I know you said that men are better in every single way. Don't you think it's low-key like comparing oranges to apples? Like they're completely different men and women?
Well,
Or
they're both
Men are
fruits.
from Mars and women are from Jupiter.
So
Okay, no, you don't.
let men go to Jupiter to get
Thank
more
God he made us
stupider.
Jupiter.
My opinion is that women are weaker vessels. We just cannot do things the same way that men can. And the reason I came to this opinion was I was trying to find one thing that women do better that's backed up by fact.
It is comparing apples to oranges because men and women are physically and psychologically different. Men have large skeletal size, greater bone mass density. Men are taller, stronger, faster, and women are the opposite. Men and women's brains are literally wired differently. This is why men are more logical and women are more emotional. What this means is that men and women are built to do different things. They are built for different roles. So saying that a man is better than a woman, it's something that a man is built to be better than a woman in, is nonsense. Shaming women for something that because of their biological makeup, women are not going to be better than men in, doesn't mean that men are better than women. It just means that men and women are designed differently. So yes, she is right. It's comparing apples to oranges. That's like a man comparing himself to a baby.
So, like, for example,
Makeup.
but gay guys dominate the industry. When there's money at the end of it, James Charles is the top, like, YouTuber for makeup.
Well, that's
And
just because they're men and male privilege. So, you know.
No, it's because men work
No.
harder and they're smarter. Like that's what I think it is. And the one that I always heard the most was nurturing. Women are more nurturing, but it's not true. Women are the most likely one to kill infants. They're the most likely ones to kill the elderly, and they're the most likely ones to abuse children.
What that has to do with nurturing? She just described a bunch of immoral behavior.
So I just couldn't. This was like a year. I was like anything. Can anyone think of anything and like that I can
believe
back up
on the
by
women
data?
abusing children.
Wrong. Women being more nurturing than men has nothing to do with immoral behavior. Both men and women are capable of immoral behavior, which includes murder. When it comes to the statistics that she cited, first, abuse does not represent the majority of women. Second, women were not intended to work and raise kids at the same time. Being emotional creatures that women are, the pressure of assuming two roles can cause women to be more abusive. Why? Because it's more stressful. All right. Third, women are more likely to be around children, which increases the chances of women being more responsible for harming a child or having more chances of harming a child. Now, what does it mean to be nurturing? When we say women are nurturers, we are talking about a woman's physical ability to care and protect for a life inside the womb, and the ability to care and protect by being able to physically breastfeed it. That's what is meant by women being more nurturing. It has nothing to do with women's capacity for evil. What is wrong with this woman, Pearl, man? What is wrong with you?
Pearl, this is the one thing that I think holds back your argument. I think you touch the truth on so many subjects, but like harboring on this is like it angers women, and then men are like, yeah, we are more competent. And I think if you explain it differently, like, yeah, men are more competent in every single field. We make more money. We're supposed to. We're the provider. But like addressing it by saying like men are better than women, I think holds it back because we complement each other. Like it's not like you're
Yes, we do compliment each other.
Okay, you don't. But I'm saying,
Shut up.
like, men are always going to be better at most things. You're measuring women's success and ability based on men's standards. Like, we're gonna dominate in sports. We're gonna dominate in business.
No,
we're
I
gonna
didn't.
dominate.
That's not true.
In other words, what Sneaker is saying here is that, Pearl, you hate women. Why? Because you are comparing oranges to apples. Men will always do better than women in any job, regardless of what feminism made women believe. Be it a physically demanding job or a mentally demanding job, men will always dominate. Men are just better equipped than women are. And this is not because we are better than women, but because we are built differently from women. Our biological role is different from women.
You're measuring women's success and ability based on men's standards. Like, we're gonna dominate in sports. We're gonna dominate in business.
No,
we're
I
gonna
didn't.
dominate.
That's not true. I said nurturing. I said men are still better at raising
nurturing?
men are better at raising children
not true.
statistically.
No,
Yes,
I
it is.
can't.
That is not true. That is not true. That's a lie.
You're wrong. I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Nurturing.
Could you
Let me finish. You're wrong. If we include first the most dangerous place a kid can be is where? In the mother's womb. One out of
What? What? Didn't we all come from a mother's womb? How is that the most dangerous place a child can be in?
women have an abortion, but if you don't believe in that, fine. In the first year,
That's not what nurturing
in the
is.
in the first year, women are the most likely ones to kill children. It's almost unheard of for a man to kill a child.
What has that got to do with being nurturing?
So this idea that women are nurtured, it's just not true. Women are the most likely ones to abuse children. They're the most likely ones to abuse the elderly, kill children. These are just facts.
The most dangerous place a child can be in is in the mother's womb. I can't believe she just said that. Hold on, wait. Wasn't the entire human race in a mother's womb at some point? So how can the mother's womb be the most dangerous place for a child? Abortion is a choice women make because they have been indoctrinated by feminism to believe that killing babies is a reproductive right, when it isn't. It's just pure evil. Like I explained earlier, nurture has nothing to do with immoral behavior. Anyone can do evil. Women are known as nurturers because they have the biological ability to carry a child for 9 months and physical ability to breastfeed the child after it's born. Men don't. I already explained the abuse. First, that's not the majority of women. Second, women are more around children than men are, so therefore most of the abuse are more likely to come from women. And third, women are not built to work and raise a family at the same time.
What are you trying to get to? Like, do we not, you're saying we don't need women? What's the point of saying that men are better?
Great question. Great question. Is that what she's trying to say?
The point is that, well, one, I use that a lot in custody arguments. I think men should automatically have custody of children.
That sounds crazy.
No, because the kids, why would you not do what's in the best interest of the child? You give it to the dad. And the reason, and we keep having this thing where we say women.
The best interest is two parents raising the child. That's the best interest. Oh, God. She hates women.
Women are nurturing, but it's not true. And so I'm saying, like, I would rather live in reality and we make laws based on what's true. Because when you have this stuff where we keep repeating something that's not true, that's how you have 90% of custody going to women, because everyone believes they're more nurturing. They're not.
You think men are going to be able to breastfeed a baby better than a woman?
Come on, no. Certain things I can't agree to.
Well, they're less likely to abuse the children. They're less likely to kill the children. I mean, okay,
that's not true.
Bro, that's not all women. It's like...
There's a story in the news. I'll give you an example of how this plays out.
Abuse is an outlier.
It is an outlier. Great question, Sneeko. Great question, actually. You're actually getting to the heart of Just Pearl's entire agenda here. I don't think Sneeko even realizes it. Sneeko asked, what are you trying to say? Are you saying that we don't need women? And that's exactly what she's saying, Sneeko. That is exactly what she's saying. If men have automatic custody of the children, this will only push men out of the workforce and push women further into the workforce, which will result in men abandoning their purpose as a man, which is to protect and provide instead of adopting a female gender role. Who's going to take care of that child? Pearl made the argument that giving full custody to the father will be in the best interest of the child. That's wrong. What's in the best interest of the child is to be raised by a father and the mother. That's what's in the best interest of the child. She keeps bringing up abuse, even though that's not the majority of women. Feminists use the same tactic with the patriarchy. I don't know if you guys remember. Feminists spread the lie that men were abusing women in the past. Personally, I think Pearl goes too far because she's an actual feminist agent. Her aim is to get men to hate women so that they don't marry them and only treat them purely as sexual objects. This will further push the feminist goal, which is to make women even more promiscuous.
There's a lot of men that abuse.
It's not an outlier.
Their children that are women.
But if you go back to single father versus single mother home, single dad home, single father homes fare the same. Abuse is not an outlier. It's very common. I mean, there's just a story in the news of. I mean, you saw that 3-year-old that the mother took.
Sometimes even you go way too far. Like, you gotta calm down.
It's not too far. It's true. And you guys, you can laugh all you want, but it's true.
It's not true, Pearl, man. It really isn't.
So what are you trying to do with this message?
Right.
Exactly.
But why does this is what I don't understand with you. Like,
Great question, by the way. Great question.
why can't information just be information? Why do you have to do something with it?
No, but what's your platform?
What?
What's the reason you're
point?
saying these? Like,
I'm
you repeat
saying
this a lot.
I think you need to give out accurate information that's true. And when I hear things that aren't true, I think we should disprove them because it's not true. And so when we say, oh, women are more nurturing, it's just not true.
Another great question from Sneeko. What are you trying to do with this message? And to be honest, I'm not surprised by her answer. She said, why can't information just be information? Well, because it can't. Human beings usually act and make decisions based on information. We don't just hear information, especially information that can affect us, and ignore it. The reason why she gave that answer is because if we were to assume everything she says about women is right and were to take her message to its full conclusion, then her message would lead men to literally hate women and lead men to use women purely as sexual objects. Just look at what she's saying. She's essentially saying there are no good women on earth. She's saying women are incapable of being good or doing good, even when it comes to being a mother and being a nurturer. She's saying women are not even good at that. Please, someone tell me, please. Assuming her view of women was true, which is not, what would her view reduce women to? I'll tell you. It would reduce women to nothing more than sexual objects, and that's it. If men are not going to marry women and procreate with women, what else would women be reduced to? And this aligns perfectly with the feminist agenda that's anti-marriage and anti-procreation.
What's women's purpose on this earth?
I think that women's purpose on this earth is to support a man. Like, and to be with a man. I think it's way more than I think it's
Where's your man?
The man should
She
support you.
said she had one earlier.
That's a stupid question.
Where is he?
Stupid question.
Where's your
Continue.
ring?
I want to hear you.
Man.
And this is the thing. Why do you guys get so triggered?
Because they're women.
Like, what's it?
They're women. Continue. I want to hear.
I'm happy. You know.
You're getting to somewhere. So it's to support a
She
man.
said it like 3 times.
Yeah. I think it's to be with the man that they love. I think that's actually more important than having children. Is for a woman to be with the man that they love.
Whoa. Did I just hear that? That's actually more important than having children. Another great question by Sneeko. What's the woman's purpose on this earth? And she says a woman's purpose is to support a man, and according to Pearl, that's more important than having children. I mean, she just literally admitted it. First of all, support how? If she preaches that men shouldn't marry women or procreate with women, since women, according to Pearl, are not capable of nurturing, be mothers, and will use the family courts against men. Last time I checked, the main way a woman supports a man is by giving them children and a legacy. And that only happens within the institution of marriage, which she is against. And then she says, that's more important than having children. This only proves what I've been saying. If she's going to be against marriage and against women, she's also going to be anti-children, which she clearly is. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time, all right? Peace.